Good, what you have on the mic?
Do you know if that works or not?
I honestly don't know.
Would you have any interest in this box?
Absolutely. How much is that box?
Personally, a very satisfying way to end yard sale season.
Froggy flips.
Excuse me. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Just wanted to get a little bit warmer.
How much you have on the pedals here?
Gooch, what you have on the pedals?
15 apiece.
On everything here?
Uh-huh.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are these? That's pretty cool. How much you have on that one?
Gooch, what you have on the mic?
$10.
10? Cool. I guess my last question would be on these receivers here.
The receivers?
Huh?
Just this. This is my last.
No.
Okay. 20. All right. I'm gonna leave those, but I'll grab the rest of it here. 15, 30, 45, 60, 80 bucks.
Okay.
Sounds good. I'll just carry that one separate. 20, 40, 60, 80 bucks. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Have a great day. Good luck.
You too.
Thank you.
It's really nice. It's gold.
Good morning, man. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How you doing?
Good.
We get on the knife here.
$5.
Froggy?
Yeah, man.
What's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Mike.
Mike? Anthony, nice to meet you.
You too, man. Wonder when I run into you.
It's always eventually.
We have already. I'd have to do. Hey.
What's up, man? All right, what you got on these right here?
Let's see here. This is just a speaker, you know.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because somebody was asking before. I'd have to give. I'll do 20 on for you.
Okay, cool.
And then, yeah, this is cool too. 10 on the cards.
Sure.
Okay, and then maybe a couple bucks on this thing.
So, 35?
Yeah,
Cool.
Is that good?
That works, man.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know if that works or not?
I honestly don't know. Yeah. I got that over in Beach Grove
Oh, really?
quite a while ago. Never messed with it.
Cool, dude.
Thank you, man.
Thanks so much, man. Good luck.
You have a good one, man.
Are you too?
I thought about making Are you Froggy?
Yeah.
I was like, I think that's him going up. And then I saw your car and I was like, I went to my mom. We watch you guys.
Oh, really?
We watch
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name?
Luann.
Luann.
Emily. This is our sale.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah.
Are these the prices right
Those
there?
are the prices.
Awesome.
Yes. Lots of quarters. Can we get a picture?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Mark, could you take our picture? Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
We've been waiting. Because I mean, you're kind of local,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's nice to
Help
meet you
you
guys.
find some goodies if you need any help.
Already
let us
finding
know.
stuff. Thank you.
If you need to make a pile, we got tables over here. so.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much.
So I live here, up here, 6 months out of the year and down.
Sure, yeah. If I could start a little pile somewhere, that'd be cool. Hands already getting full.
Let me get a tub.
Okay. Right on. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Anyway, your type of thing.
Ooh, horror though?
$1 a piece.
Okay. Very cool.
I got a whole trailer full. I'm still trying to
Do you?
unload.
Do you guys do this once a year?
Yeah.
Do you?
Most of the stuff on the trailer is not marked yet.
Okay.
But I guarantee it is super cheap.
How much is all this stuff, like all the games and everything?
The whole thing, or just
Oh,
$1?
okay, $1 each.
Yeah. And
Okay.
if they're like crummy ones, 50 cents.
Okay.
'Cause I don't know.
Well, that's cool. I'll make a big pile of these. Thank you.
This too, or no?
All right, when you get a second, I think I'm ready.
Okay. Where do you go?
$33.25.
$33.25.
And would you like a sack for this stuff?
If you have one, that'd be great. Yeah.
Would you have any interest in this box?
Absolutely. How much is that box?
I don't know. I just brought it from my basement. So
Okay.
if you want to, when you get done here,
Sure.
come around.
Sounds good.
Back here in the corner you can look. I honestly have not even looked for it.
Okay. Awesome. I'll be right there. And there's 35.
Okay. Sure.
Don't worry about the change. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, thank you.
I'll walk right over there.
Yeah, just come around.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right.
I was like, ooh, I have the perfect one. I literally just went to get probably.
It's always exciting when this stuff comes out.
But yeah, I bought it. I resell too. So,
Yeah.
um,
I don't know enough to spot like the grails except for like one or two, so
video games,
Yeah.
I'm more of a clothing seller and like stuffed animals and cute stuff, but first thing,
time.
when you see this kind of stuff, you just really get
Oh, for
sapped
sure.
up, but it's like, yeah, I bought it and then it's just sat there because
Right.
I don't want to test them or look at them or,
Right.
you know, it's not really that fun to me, so.
So we got a console, got a PS2, some various controllers. How close would 200 be?
Be fine. Yep.
Could be something good, might not be. I don't know.
And I honestly have no idea. And then I got one more thing to show you. I have
Okay.
no idea if you're interested.
Okay.
In this. Zero idea what all is still in there.
Okay,
But the box is pretty cool.
that is cool.
But, you know, no pressure or anything. I know it's big.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh. But you pass us the box. And I was like, oh, the box is so cool.
I know the Jurassic stuff or the Jurassic Park stuff is collectible.
But, you know, no pressure.
Right.
If it's not your thing, that's cool.
Is that from the area?
And yeah, I have no idea if it's all,
I mean, what are you thinking on that?
I don't know. Just, if you're interested, just throw me a price. I'll probably take it.
Okay. I mean, we're at 200. Would you do just 225 for everything?
Yep, sure would.
I'd take a shot for that. The
Yeah.
box is cool.
No. Oh,
There you go.
awesome. Is that, you need change?
That's
good.
225. I already paid for that
Okay,
stuff, so I think we're good.
Perfect.
Thank you so
awesome.
much. I'm gonna make 2 trips.
Yep, awesome. Yep,
That's
I'll keep
cool.
an eye on it.
Thank you.
I'll make Mom do that.
All right, good luck. Thank you again. Come on, bro. Hand. Sorry.
No, you're good.
What?
The time he was 3 months old, home from Germany, my mother took him for a stop, Greensburg,
Really?
and they considered him part of the family, so he's very.
See anything spooky?
It's okay. It's the people. I'm just not a city person. Okay.
There's a skull.
Born and raised in the country.
It's a candle holder.
I'm ready for that. I grew up here, and then I lived in back
Some
here
Christmas.
in 2020.
It's getting close to
I
Christmas.
hate it here. I hate winter.
Can you believe it?
I'd rather deal with hurricanes.
Can you believe it, Elliot?
You know, I will deal with hurricanes. I
Pumpkin.
dealt with
Oh, look, there's a little colorful bear.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, you want to get that?
What?
You want to get it?
only give us it only gives its 31 inches. They're expecting 40.
That's okay.
There's purple, blue. Oh, I love blue. Green, yellow,
Yeah.
black, red.
How much you have on the games here?
$1. I'm guessing $1. Is that yeah, $2 altogether? Okay.
And that right there?
And $2.25.
$2.25. Do you have any more video games or anything, or is that it?
That's all that was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Go ahead and keep
Are
it.
you
Thank you so
sure?
much. Yep, have a good day.
Thank you. Thanks for stopping.
Thank you. Go, buddy.
All right, so we made it back to the garage. What you just saw almost certainly marks the end of my personal yard sale season. It basically went from sunny 70-degree afternoons to snowy 20s, 30s in a matter of about 2 days. So that's all she wrote. Now, that's not to say there won't be a nice weekend sometime between now and early spring where someone will fill their front lawn full of treasures and I might just happen to be driving by. But realistically, for now, we just need to call it what it is. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, what's going to happen to the channel if there's no yard sales? Sarah and I have been working behind the scenes on what's essentially the next chapter, pretty much going to envelop our lives for about the next 6 months. I'm excited to share it with you. That announcement's coming soon, and in my opinion, it means something much more exciting than just random yard sales. So stick around for that. But today we're talking about these yard sales. Personally, a very satisfying way to end yard sale season for several different reasons. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything. So the first sale was pretty amazing. Outside of the whole pop culture thing that I normally buy, my favorite category would be music equipment, but I never see this stuff, especially just randomly at yard sales. When I saw guitar pedals on the table, I gravitated right towards them. Bought them all $15 a piece, which was a great deal. Now, there was a time where music gear was all I bought and sold. In fact, it's how I got started. At this point, I really don't sell this kind of stuff. I like having it around to tinker with. The kids are starting to show an interest in music. I want the stuff to be around so they can experiment with sound later on, but I'll still throw up some comps because I know that people like to see the potential value. These two mini pedals are the least impressive from a monetary standpoint. We have a Donner Jet Convolution. It's a phaser pedal. It kind of makes your guitar sound like an airplane. And then we have this little off-brand Auto Wah. Considering I paid $15 a piece for all the pedals, that's about what these are worth on the used market, 15 or 20 bucks. I think they're like 30 bucks brand new. This, however, is an MXR 6-band EQ pedal. These are super handy. I always played with one. They can really change the sound of your guitar. If you have a crappy amp, this can do a lot to play with some of those frequencies. This particular pedal used can sell for as high as like 80 or 90 bucks. More realistically, it usually sells for about 50 or 60 bucks on the used market. And then this is definitely the most expensive pedal. This is the Electro Harmonix Ravish Sitar pedal. Electro Harmonix has made really great stuff for decades. I kind of played around with this pedal some. It's very bizarre. I don't know if I would ever use it for anything, but like I said, it's fun to tinker with this sort of thing. It comes with the original power supply, and used, these usually bring in around $200. But what I think is the coolest piece from that sale is this microphone. It's an RCA HK103 dynamic microphone. I think he said this was $10. I accidentally paid $20 for it because I got it confused with the receiver, but even though I accidentally paid double what he was asking, I did not overpay. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Mint condition, doesn't look like the cord's ever even been unwrapped, has the original plastic bags, the case is nice and mold free, the microphone itself has this cool gold plating, and there is none coming off, which is pretty crazy because the ones I've seen, the gold plating has chipped off over the years, but I think this thing has spent its entire life inside the case. From what I found, these don't come up on the used market very often, and when they do, they command a pretty high price. The most recent one that was listed and sold on eBay actually had quite a bit of the gold plating coming off of it. It was listed at $295 and they took a best offer of $251. So at the end of the day, I'm actually kind of glad that I accidentally paid double for it. And then at the next sale, paid $35 total. I'm a sucker for all things Mad, so of course I had to grab that. Grabbed a few Yu-Gi-Oh cards. The most notable is this Millennium Shield Shield, MP1001. I believe this was from McDonald's in like 2002. This is a pretty good card actually. Graded like a PSA 9. It brings in about 300 to 350 bucks. Just in nice near mint condition. Brings like 30, 40, 50 bucks. So not bad at all on that one. And then the last thing I picked up from that sale was this old speaker. Certainly looks like something I wouldn't normally grab. I did almost pass it up, and then it finally caught my eye. This is an old RCA 400 loudspeaker for an old projector. I'm guessing like 1950s, 1960s. One just recently sold on eBay at auction for I think $239 plus shipping. I paid $20 for this one, not knowing if it worked. I bought it because I thought that it might be cool as an old retro guitar speaker. So I hooked up this little orange amp to it. This sale turned out to be pretty incredible. Normally in the late fall, I see a lot of barn sales advertised. I usually skip them. Something about the pictures on this one kind of spoke to me. I'm glad I went. It was a pleasure to meet the people running it, and it turned into kind of a right place, right time situation. All this stuff here was the initial stuff I bought. I just kind of went for the shelf filler, stuff that I can price quickly, put up on the shelf, and it'll sell over time. I think I have like less than 35 bucks into all this right here. A big stack of PS2 games that I'll put a couple bucks a piece on. Probably put about 10 on the lock blocks, probably about 10 on the Rubik's game. Got a few pieces of media like the Ghostbusters 1 and 2 VHS, The Haunting, Close Encounters VHS, some horror DVDs. Got the Jimmy Frogs that I couldn't resist. I think this one actually sells for about $35 online. I'll put it for like 15 bucks in the booth. 3 DualShock PS2 controllers. I'll put like 8 bucks a piece on. And then one thing I always like to grab are TCGs that I know nothing about. All these decks here were like 25 cents a piece. I grabbed them all. It's called the Spoils. I had never heard of it before. After doing a little research, I don't think that this particular game has a huge collectability factor, but at that price, I'm definitely going to take the time to find out. But then we have the stuff that they were holding in the back, waiting for the right buyer. Luckily, that right buyer turned out to be me. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. This was all make an offer, and I made 2 mistakes, and those 2 mistakes canceled each other out, and it turned out to be kind of a just right deal, in my opinion. First of all, there was the box of video game stuff. I offered $200 for the box, and that was probably too high of an offer. I was just kind of nervous that I would find something really good in there, and I didn't want to feel guilty later. So I just kind of threw out a best case scenario offer, but there was some decent stuff in there, like the Mike Tyson's Punch Out. This is the orange bullet version, so not quite as valuable. Once it's all cleaned up, this can be like a $30 to $40 game. The Mario trilogy usually brings in about 50 bucks or so. And then there's lots of stuff that's not worth very much, but I just think is cool, like Jaws and Skate or Die. Another copy of Mario, 3D World Runner, Violent Commando, Burger Time, Monster Party, Bump and Jump, The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy, and then like some various sports games and Where's Waldo. A little stack of PS2 games. Again, nothing super valuable, but there is a Spyro game in there. As for the consoles itself, we have a complete PS2 with a couple controllers, a complete NES with a couple controllers, plus the Advantage, a couple zappers. All this stuff needs tested still, so kind of a wild card there. But then we have what kind of turned out to be a bit of a grail for Jurassic Park collectors. It is the Command Compound. I wish I had enough room here to set it all up properly so you could see it, but this table's a little small. Now, I am personally not a Jurassic Park guy. If you go back into my video catalog, I don't think you'll ever see me buy anything Jurassic Park. I just don't know about it. All I know is that there is a collector base out there for it. I know there's good stuff. I know there's not so good stuff. I know there's lots of different things, so it's just one of those lines that's kind of hard to learn. And without having the personal interest in it, it's kind of hard to know where to start. But apparently the Command Compound is a pretty sought after play set. So because I had it in my hands, I finally had a place to start. I was able to do some research and learn about it. Turns out that if this was complete with the box and everything, it can sell upwards of like $400. Normally it's down in the $300 range. This one is not complete, but it is pretty close. It has a few of the pieces that are actually the most expensive pieces, like the hard to find stuff, like this gate with the flames here. The gate alone can be like 40 or 50 bucks. The flames can be 25 or 35 bucks a piece. I'm pretty sure these little eggs on this incubator can be pretty pricey, and I have all of those. It has the paperwork. I think it's supposed to have a net that goes on this, and then it's supposed to have like a breakaway bar that seals this gate shut. I think everything else is here. All of the fencing sections are here. Probably the coolest part about it is
Jurassic Park Compound.
it does still work. So when I said I made 2 mistakes, the mistake that cancels out offering too much for the video game stuff was probably offering a little too little for this setup right here. Like I said, it's not complete. As long as it's cost effective, I'm probably going to go through and try to order the 2 or 3 pieces that are missing, make this a complete unit with box. So all said and done for these 2 lots, we were at $225, which I think is pretty much a perfect price to be at for everything involved, considering there's still work to be done and stuff to be bought. And considering that there are some decent games mixed into the game lot, I think $225 is exactly where I needed to be. I just got there the wrong way. And then at the last sale, Elliot and I were just out running some errands at like 1 p.m. Saw the sign for a yard sale. Didn't think much of it, but we went ahead and stopped. I thought it was crazy that at that time of day, there were 2 boxed video games still sitting on the edge of a table for $1 a piece. So of course I went ahead and picked them both up. We have Mutant League Football for the Sega Genesis and Wizardry V for the SNES. Mutant League Football has the original poster, manual, all the paperwork. I think it originally came with a couple trading cards, which are not in here, but this is pretty complete for $1. In this condition, it sells for about 50 to 60 bucks. And then the SNES game has the box, the cartridge, the plastic cover, and the manual. Not in spectacular condition, but again, for $1, can't complain at all. Should have a value of around $40 or $50. Not bad at all for a 1 p.m. stop. That is all I got for you this time. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching the video, but until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Love ya. Bye. When they hear that cha-ching and they all look at me, I guess they'll know I'm buying this crap.